gruesome.
Victim's name is Jamie Harold.
The man from Internal Affairs.
And his whole family. What kind of monster? It says here that his legs are missing. Must have been premeditated. It has time to do this.
The culprit, apparently. According to the technician, the legs were removed after rigor mortis set in, meaning the culprit was feeling a bit artsy today.
I mean, you could say a murderer couldn't stand Jamie, huh?
You need a mental check.
Sorry about that, Grey.
The other bodies were found in the living room, where those limbs were severed.
Jamie's kids.
So,
This is terrible.
Jessie.
These defenseless children. What?
First the living room, then the kitchen.
How do you think they were murdered?
They were eating lunch peacefully at the dinner table. Then they were all stabbed. Jamie, his 2 children, and the wife. What is it, Jessie?
This doesn't add up. The text said that there's body parts severed in the room down the hall. And it was presumed to be the wife since it had her wedding ring on it, but
there was no body.
And that's quite unusual for a case like this, right?
Indeed.
I think we have a lead.
My dear Levine, I believe we too.
Good afternoon, Detective Levine. Ainsworth. What do you have for me?
We weren't expecting you here so soon. We just got here ourselves.
Weren't expecting me. 5 years you worked in my department? And is it a gruesome murder case? I wouldn't be here.
I think what Detective Ainsworth is trying to say is that we didn't expect to be here so early.
I wouldn't expect to be here so early either, but press has me pinned. I'm not even ready. So, what do you have for me?
Well, you'd be very pleased to find that we have a lead, Chief.
Might want to read over this before you get ahead of yourself, Detective.
What is it?
Something our technician found downstairs. Had you split up your efforts and searched the entire house instead of lingering in the living room, you might have found it yourself.
Of course, Chief.
Results. I expect results within an hour.
Have a good day. What's this? An anagram? TWAHUFNOTLKIL? I'm gonna need a pen to solve this.
Rearrange the H and the W. Then the W and the T, that spells what? Rearrange the F and the U, that spells what, fun? And the T and the O.
To kill. What fun to kill? Why would the killer read this?
You're thinking too linearly, Jessie. Clearly, this has to be a diversion. Remember 3 years ago, the Handyman organization?
The group who severed off the hands of the victims so they won't be recognizable.
Right. Remember what they would leave at crime scenes?
Anagrams. But they were arrested years ago.
Right. But remember the letters. Remember what was on them.
It's missing the symbol.
Yes, now you're thinking, Detective. As I said before, this letter is a diversion. Someone tried their hardest to frame an already convicted group.
A stupid tactic.
I suppose our killer hoped that the police would be so distracted by the details that he could make a convenient getaway. Our killer didn't know about the Handyman's signature symbol because that information was never released to the public.
So what's your working theory? That the killer tried to frame an already convicted group? That's not enough concrete evidence for Chief Stone.
Of course, this smells strongly of whiskey with undertones of salt. There's only one place that we know that mixes both seafood and whiskey.
The Seaside Barnacle Shack. Dockside Port.
Precisely. You see, my dear Levine, in a moment of sheer overconfidence, our killer decided to use this organization, not knowing the full story, unintentionally outing themselves. I believe if the chief were to send over an investigative team down to the Seaside Barnacle Shack, they'd find the next piece of the puzzle, a definitive lead. That is, if he'll listen to me, of course.
Come on, Grey, don't worry so much. You're top of the tier even for him. And the chief is probably just being grumpy right now because the case has blown up so much. I'm sure he'll be happy about your deduction.
That's because he'll look bad if I'm found out to be right.
Today, at 4:30 p.m., a call was made to the department. As this case is still active, not much information will be disclosed, but I will turn it to my detectives for further questioning.
Detectives, Harper Brooks from the Bloomingdale News. Can you tell us more about the evidence you found so far? The people have been talking about anagrams. Have you solved them yet?
We did not need to solve them. The suspect unintentionally added themselves by framing an already convicted group. From our deduction, we have a very strong lead in this case, which will be further turning in to the investigative team. I still can't believe they won't let us on the scene. How are we supposed to solve this with piles of papers to sift through?
I know. I can't believe it, Jessie.
I can feel you glaring daggers into my head. What is it, Grey?
I'm sure you already know.
Look, I didn't mean it to turn out that way. Harper just kept going on, and then the interview ended. And then I didn't have time to put you in.
Is that so?
Yes.
I understand, but if you don't even mention my name.
No, there are no excuses. I know you better than you think, Grey. I would never intentionally try to ruin your image. Sage, you're here?
The election is tomorrow, so I wanted to stop by before things got too busy for you to say hello. I saw the case earlier on TV today. Great job in the case, Jessie.
No. It was a group effort by Grey and I.
Then why didn't Grace say anything during the conference? Unless you're trying to humble yourself, Jessie. Then...
No, that's not it. Sage, do you need help with anything before the election?
Actually, yes I do. Would you accompany me to my closing speech tonight? I would love for my detective sister to make an appearance.
Yes, of course.
Wonderful. Well, should we go on then?
Right now?
Of course. Elliot will need to do final mic checks, and we need to get you out of that outfit into something more...
Excuse me? I believe you have a case to solve, do we not?
Yes, right. Sage, can you give us a second?
Oh, of course, but don't be too long. We need to get a move on.
So that's it. Your sister comes in and you just shove off work to go mug for the cameras.
Don't be like that. The election is important to her, and she needs support.
Well, don't mind me if I get a head start.
Come on, Grey. I said I was sorry for earlier.
Fine, whatever. Go enjoy your night with your sister.
Do you want to come with?
Oh no, I'm not brave enough for politics.
Okay, well, take it easy. Don't work too late. I'll see you in the morning.
How do I look?
You look perfect.
I know. I just wanted you to say it. not only on the election, but also the recent tragedy that's befallen us. Another gruesome murder has occurred today. There has been a prevalent pattern of violence in this town, and it has to end. But the only way for that to happen is new leadership. A show is only as good as its director, and I believe we deserve only the best for Bloomingdale. Under my leadership, I not only promise, I guarantee the best men and women on the job clean up the dirt and grime off the streets. Like my sister, Detective Jessie Levine, who is currently working on the case and made a major breakthrough earlier today.
Good job, Sage. Can someone get her water?
Thank you. You really liked it, Jessie? I know how much you can stand my speeches when we were kids.
Well, that was only because you captured the attention of Mom and Dad.
So sorry to interrupt, but the team is wishing to speak with you, Miss Levine. Of course. Sorry, Jessie. Thank you for coming today, and keep up the good work on the station.
Choose the only absence to be the same puzzle piece. Yes, and if this goes here and choose that. That's it. I've done it. That's it.
Jeez, Gray, you'll get sick like that. You stayed up late again, didn't you? You know it's bad for your health, right? I told you it'd help you. Is this true? You were always the one who found the smallest details. I'll take it from here. Make up for the press conference. I'll make sure Chief knows that you're working on this all night. He'll be very pleased. You don't have to worry anymore. Take it easy, Gray.
Detective Levine, good morning. How goes the case? I know the investigative team brought back a lot of evidence to sift through.
Oh, yes. Well, Gray. We think we found a lead in the case. It took us a while, but the evidence is sad, and this is what we came up with.
Huh? Well, great job, Detective. I knew I had the best two on the case. But where is Detective Isaac?
Oh, asleep. She was up late at.
Well, thank you for your hard work. I'll take a look at this later and make a statement. But for now...
Wait, Chief, you should know that.
Jonathan? Mm-hmm. Chief Guy of the Precinct. Yep, I have great news. Yep, I believe we have the necessary evidence to put together an arrest warrant. Mm-hmm. Yep.
He's his home that was gray. Shoot. Sage? What's wrong? Hey, don't worry. Just don't be anxious, okay?
I'd say it was a landslide victory for Miss Levine, Tom, who has never held an elected office before.
Right you are, Harper. I'd say there's just something about Sage Levine's smile that's infectious.
Levine will also be the youngest mayor ever elected in Bloomingdale history.
And let's not forget her sister, Detective Jessie Levine, won her own battle yesterday at her amazing press conference.
After long hours of work, we confidently say we have a suspect in custody for the murder of Jamie Harold and his 2 children. It wasn't easy. We had a mountain of evidence to sift through, and the suspect tried to cover their tracks. If it wasn't for the quick thinking and dedication of Detective Levine, we'd still be chasing him.
You're back.
Did you hear the news? Sage beat Ash by 70% of the vote.
Oh, I heard all right.
I swear it's not what it looks like. I went down to the chief to say that was from the both of us, but then he wouldn't listen to me. And then Sage called and she needed... You know I'd never do anything like that to you.
I've been had. Even after yesterday when you said we were partners. Well, no partner would go behind another's back and take all the credit alone.
I didn't make the speech. It's not my fault Chief doesn't like you and doesn't even credit you even though you deserved it.
Oh. So now the chief despises me. You always insist that he's being grumpy.
Like I said, I tried to tell Chief, but then Sage called and needed...
Bloody hell. Just pick a story and stick with it. First it's because the chief doesn't let you speak, then it's your sister's fault, and then it's back to the chief because he despises me, and then it's your sister again. I honestly don't care what you were trying to do. What matters is that you don't even have the spine to fix your own mistakes. You can't even correct your sister when she comes waltzing in with that sickly sweet congratulations and a prim and proper smile on her face.
What does Sage have to do with this? Leave her out!
Save it. I stayed up all night working on this case, alone. You're ruining the career that I built for myself, man-made from scratch. You can't even stand up for me. We're supposed to be partners.
I saw you here this morning, passed out on your desk, and I thought I could make up for last press conference, so I took the case down to Chief so you can rest. I was trying to be a good friend and partner, okay?
Well, I never asked for your help. I spent all night working on this case, cross-referencing each time, place, and background of the victims, only for you to come in and steal it right under me. Again.
Again? When have I ever done this to you?
Must I really elaborate? 2 months ago, a case involving a school teacher. 3 months ago, a case involving 2 estranged lovers. 5 months ago, a row between old friends, etc., etc. I could go on, Jessie.
I was trying to help. You work yourself into the ground day after day.
You think I want to be knocked out every single day? I hate it, Jessie. I hate it.
I just wanted to help.
And yet none of that matters because you take all the spotlight, all the credit. That isn't the chief's doing, Jessie.
Come in. Sage, I'm so proud of you. I know you could do it.
Thank you. You're breaking my ribs. They're expecting me to make an appearance in a bit, but I wanted to stop by past the precinct to give this to Grey. I'm sure Jessie's already told you, but we're having a party next week to celebrate. You're like family, so of course you're invited, Grey. I just wanted to give you this as a formal invitation.
Thank you so much, Sage.
You're very welcome. Now I'll be off.
What the hell, Grey?
Oh, sorry, was this important? I thought it was junk mail.
You heard Sage. She thinks us you his family. She's just trying to be nice.
Like how you were when you stole the files off my desk.
Fine. Don't go. Just know I was trying to do what was best for you.